Every film has at least one production company and one distribution company, or in some cases, a company which can both produce and distribute the film. The production company is responsible for funding the film and creating it. This includes from writing the script right through to the final edit, while the distribution company is responsible for bringing the film to market. This involves booking the film into cinemas and producing a DVD or downloadable content, as well as being responsible for all the advertising. Depending on how big the film is, depends on how big the production and distribution companies will be, and how much money they will provide for the film to be made. Bigger budget production companies, like 20th Century Fox, can hire better, more well-known actors and more well-known directors through the large budget which they have on offer. This will add to the professionalism of the film and also give the film director more options and opportunities to explore. My film would be funded by a small British independent production company with a low budget. Therefore, it would be less professionally made and contain unknown actors. An example of the type of production company that produced my film would be Film 4. They have produced films such as Trainspotting and Slumdog Millionaire. These are both examples of films which have been extremely popular despite the low budget they had to spend. An alternative production company could be Netflix or Amazon Prime. This would be a more modern way to release a film, as they would produce it and also provide a platform to show it on. This could be a really effective way to release a small film like mine, as they already have a lot of paying members on their site. Just like my production company, my distribution company will most likely be small, independent, with a low budget. This may mean I have to look for alternatives to cinema releases. Alternatives I could take instead of cinema releases would be releasing the film online on the platform YouTube and promote it through various social media sites. Another option would be to release the film straight to DVD. I think the best option would be to release the film on YouTube, as it would be on a very popular and upcoming platform and free to watch for my audience. This also means you can insert a direct link to it from social media platforms which you promote on. I could then potentially enter my film into a film festival to generate more interest. It may not take as much money as a cinema release, but it may attract more people due to the popularity of online media watching. As I said earlier, distribution companies are responsible for booking the film into cinemas and bringing it to market. The larger films will be distributed by big distribution companies such as Paramount Pictures. They have large budgets and are able to book the film into more cinemas. Also, they can afford to create such things as TV advertisements and show them during times when their target audience are most likely going to be watching. My film would most likely be distributed by a low-budget distribution company. An example of this would be Icon Film Distribution, who are a British distribution company who are also independent. They have distributed films such as Paranormal Activity and A Single Man, which shows they distribute a large range of different genres. Therefore, they may be interested in distributing my film. When creating my production distribution companies, I ended them both with productions. This makes it quite confusing to figure out which is my production company and which is my distribution. My production company is the first title which appears, Paint Splatter Productions, and my distribution company is the second title, Spinning Wheel Productions. My companies have very simplistic titles and bear no relevance to my action thriller genre. I wanted to create a name for my production company which went with the animation which I had chosen. I chose the animation first because I thought it was effective in showing how the film will take you on a journey, just like the falling paint does. Therefore, I went with the name Paint Splatter Productions. To add to the simplicity of my titles, I used a black and white colour scheme. The music I added over the top fits the animation well and adds to the professionalism of the titles. As I said, my distribution company is Spinning Wheel Productions. Looking back on my choice of titles, it is clear to see that I should have made it something with a different ending other than Productions to clearly differentiate it from my production company. I chose the name Spinning Wheel to show how films can take you round in a circle as you try to figure out what is going on. Also, Spinning Wheel has the connotations of fun and exciting, how watching films should be. The animation matched the titles, and then I added the sound of a spinning wheel and stopped it each time part of the title showed up to emphasise the fact that he was taking round in circles. The sound of a dropping coin at the end of the production cards shows how at the end of the film the penny drops, as you finally get to see what has happened.